Get it now.
Welcome to another edition of Cajun Classic Cars TV, where your cars are the stars. We always love to tell interesting stories. Today I've got Troy with me. So Troy, tell us what we're going to be looking at.
2019 Dodge Challenger Hot Wheels Edition.
All right, we're in Lafayette, in the Acadiana area. We'll tell you about Troy's Hot Wheels car in just a second. Cajun Classic Cars TV is brought to you in part by Vicari Auction. Check those guys out today. And find out details at vicariauction.com about their upcoming auctions. Goodwood Hardware and Outdoors on Jefferson in Baton Rouge. Also in St. Mary Parish, Chick's Burgers and Tori and the gang at Cajunhotrod and Collision. And one of our newest sponsors, protect your car today with Crystal and the gang at Legacy Classic Insurance.
Do it.
Your cars are the stars. Cajun Classic Cars TV.
We're back in Lafayette in this episode of Cajun Classic Cars TV. Today, Troy is going to show off his awesome Dodge Challenger. The cool thing about Troy in this car is what they do in the community. Helping out children's charities and kids at events by sharing this wonderful ride, and also helping kids participate in the car world by handing out Hot Wheels cars wherever they go. Let's hear about Troy's story and this awesome ride.
Here's a couple of things America got right. Cars and freedom.
Troy, before we get to this cool-looking Hot Wheels Dodge Challenger, man, tell us kind of what got you going in cars.
Well, back in 1985, I actually purchased the Camaro Z28.
That would have been right after high school, right? Yeah, you and I are about the same age.
Yep, it was the F-body Camaro, and growing up on a farm, you wouldn't think that, a farm boy would like to drive a sports car, but I mean, I kind of liked it, liked the sounds of the cars and everything, and so like I said, I purchased the car and almost killed myself in it, believe it or not, because I jumped a curve with it. And after that,
Were you trying to be Dukes of Hazzard or something, dude?
Trying to impress the ladies, you know what I'm saying. So with that being said, I kind of stepped away from the sports car scene. So fast forward to here we are now. I guess my wife calls it the midlife crisis thing, but no. I can honestly say it was a blessing for me, because the car, the way I looked at it, when I seen it, I didn't really, it struck me, but I seen it had potential. Probably like any other guy that knows cars, they all got potential. But, as a Christian, I guess God looked at me and said, yeah, he has potential too. So what I started doing, as God made the changes in me, I started making changes to the car. And it kind of became like a story. I didn't like what I seen, and he didn't like what he seen in me. And he blessed me with this, and now I wanted to be able to bless others, and that's why I turned it into a Hot Wheels car.
You're cruising along Highway 90 between Lafayette and Morgan City. Your stomach's rumbling. We've got the cure for you. Chick's Burger in Baldwin. po' boys, seafood platters, tasty homemade dishes, and of course their famous hamburgers. Top off your meal with delicious dessert, ice cream, shakes, and sundaes.
Hi, I'm Tara with Chick's Burgers, and if you're ever in St. Mary Parish, come out and check out the great food.
Order ahead before you exit. 337-578-6001.
Come see us at 502 Main Street, Baldwin, Louisiana.
Well, Troy's going to be a little bit humble, but I've seen this guy at car shows. As a matter of fact, today as we're filming, he was at an autism event, and you get your car all shined up. You dress in the racing uniform. You got the flags. And we'll show video of all that. It's amazing. You give out Hot Wheels to kids. You let them pick it out, and you let them sit in the car. And one of the things that you told me, and as a God-fearing man myself, it's a great thing that you say the car doesn't belong to you, it belongs to God.
Right, exactly. And so that was something also that I had to learn as a Christian. I can't take this with me when I'm gone. And he gives us the tools. And like I said earlier, for me only thinking about me when I bought the car, being selfish, he's like, no, that's not your car. So you change it. And that's what I did. So now I know in my heart that this is what I tell everybody before we even start talking about the car. It's not mine. I'm just borrowing it right now. And what a way to spread the word is with something that you love.
Well, like you said, you can't take it with you. However, I wouldn't mind being buried in this.
Yeah. My wife would probably say the same thing. I'd love to bury him in it.
But she means alive. I mean, right now, I'm just kidding. So, Troy, you're always doing great work in the community, but there's a story that off camera you wanted to tell me. Now that we're back on camera, go ahead and tell me a special story.
Well, I'm a member of Acadiana Gearheads, which you know, when it was Mr. Hale, he does the whole birthday thing, share your birthdays with everybody. And, I hear it all the time, oh, happy birthday, nice car, blah, 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 Well, there was this one that I seen on there. It said, happy birthday, Troy, love the Hot Wheels car. But that one was different than the rest of them to me. But there was a reason why, okay? So I messaged this young man back by the name of Brad Nelson, okay? And we got to talking, and I'm like, so what's the deal? He said, bro, I said, I love the Hot Wheels car. He said, I collect Hot Wheels, yada, 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 And so we just got to talking. And I said, so what's wrong, man? I said, something's telling me there's more to you than, well, I am handicapped. I really can't walk. I can't get out much, but I love cars. He said, I know cars. I love exotics. I love them all. He said, and your car happened to be at Cars and Coffee. That's where you took the picture. He said, that's where I seen that picture from. And he said, I seen that car. I said, okay. I said, so you like cars, you're disabled, you can't get out your house. When was the last time you went riding in a car? He said, I said, I'm asking you, when was the last time you went riding in a car? He said, it's been a while. I said, well, what are you doing at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning? Nothing. I said, I'll be at your house at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, and we're going to go take you riding in a car. Well, he has a disease called Huntington's. I don't know if you're familiar with it. It does attack the spine, longevity for the person, and I look at that as in God's time, not ours. But they don't have a long lifespan. And this young man's 23 years old, and he told me how tall he was. And that's when I was driving to New Iberia, which that's where he lives at. So fast forward, okay? He became a big impact in my life, which we both really did. We spent the whole day. I gave him my testimony. He gave me his. He lost his father at a young age, man, struggled through a lot of things. But God puts those people in your life for a reason. And that's what I'm saying without trying to. Hold on.
You're doing good.
How much the car made an impact on him.
Hey guys, this is Crystal with Legacy Classic Insurance, where we're protecting your legacy one classic ride at a time. For information or help, 903-638-3838. Again, that's for your classic coverage, 903-638-3838.
Some of the things that I did actually to the car, it had a wrap on here at one time. This is actually paint. And as you can see, what the painter did, Mr. Harvey Fusilier, that's ghosted into here. That's not, like I said, it's not a wrap, it's a true paint job. The car had, like I said, the wrap went all the way down in front of the nose, and he looked at it and said, man, I think it would do better to break it off, but I kind of wanted it to stay the way, but I'm glad he did it this way. I wanted to keep the ACR look. ACR was a big thing that the Viper had, and Dodge did make Challengers with the ACR stripes, and that's really what sold me on this car, was the white with the red and the black. And it's a one of a kind. You don't see this color, this stripe on really any Chargers or Challengers. I've yet to see it.
So on down here, tell us, these guys are interesting.
Okay,
stabilizers?
That's just stabilizers. That is a diffuser on the bottom, which, it's an aesthetic thing, okay? I think a lot of them, it has to do, bringing the nose down on the car, which I don't drive it fast enough to bring the nose down anyway. It's not, I never even had it in my mind to make it a drag car, a race car. I wanted it to be a show car. A friend of mine has a red eye. I tell everybody, this is show and that's go.
So on this, in some Louisiana roads, you could almost be a road grader.
Yes, sir.
As low it is, as messy as these roads get.
That's what's bad. The car is, it's all on call. It's sitting on coilovers. You and I both know how the roads are in Louisiana. It rides, when it hits, it jars pretty good. But on a smooth road, it rides like a Cadillac. It had Hellcat wheels on it at one time. They were black. I went with these American Racing, the TTFs. It's a gun barrel color. It actually, you can't see it now, but the gun barrel color is actually in that paint. So instead of leaving them black, I wanted the contrast to change, and to me it just brought the car out. Side skirts, the car didn't have side skirts. I added the side skirts to it. As you can see, it's all the way around. Now, tire-wise, I'm sitting on a 245 Falcons. This is a 295. I wanted it to give it that old school look. Back in the day when the Chargers and the Challengers in the 70s, they always had that backside,
wider tires.
Wider tire. Yeah. And so when you look at it from an angle, it just gives it that old school look. And one thing I always admired about the Challenger when it was built was the body lines. If you can see, you take a 73 Challenger and put it up next to this car, to me, it's almost the same car. So that was another selling point for the Challenger. Also, diffusers back here. This is just to guide wind through the car. And like I said, it's mostly aesthetic. Louvers, that's old school. My son actually talked me into doing this because he wanted them on his car. I ended up putting them on mine before him. And like I said, I love them. Let's see. Pretty much, brake calipers, Challenger, inside. I did everything in here. These were ideas that I had in my head. Everything with the carbon fiber. I wanted the red and black accent everywhere. It's something I've always, that's my colors, man. If the car could be black and red, I'd have the car black and red. But let's see.
Well, I have to compliment you on your attention to detail.
Yeah.
and we'll see it when we open up the hood, which we'll do in just a second. But it's amazing. You know, you've got decals, emblems on the gas caps, but not just for the sake of having stickers. There's a reason for everything. I can tell there's a reason for everything. You know, on your everything you've got on the car, to me, is very tasteful. And you just didn't go random, let's go crazy on Hot Wheels or Dodge.
Right.
Everything looks like it has a rhyme, a reason, or a place.
And you say that, Brian, we have that tendency to do that sometimes. And I had to back up and punt, rather, I could say, because I found that it was getting to that point. So I had to kind of because it's almost at a standstill now. There's not really much more I can honestly say could be done. It's like Casper. I mean, Casper the Ghost. I mean, how old? That's we grew up. And it's kind of like I wanted to bring my childhood into the car, basically, because let me get something. How would you know? Everybody knows.
Everybody knows Rat Fink. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I had to get it.
Of course you did. Okay, did he come with the Hot Wheels?
No, sir.
You did that? Nah, neat. Yeah.
It's kind of like the outfit. The outfit was not a Hot Wheels outfit. I did the Hot Wheels logos on it myself.
When you do charity events, that just makes it so much better for the kids.
Right. I have a helmet. I wear a helmet sometimes. It was too hot to put the helmet on today. But yeah, it's just all around. Like I said, it's just a great car.
Well, let's look under the motor.
The heartbeat is where it's at.
Yeah, let's check out that heartbeat, man. Folks, you're not going to believe this car. Look at this engine.
So for 2019, I mean, it's and you almost have to do this daily. You know, it has to be. You got to keep it clean. I mean, 5.7 Hemi. I didn't, like I said, didn't know much about this engine, but what I'm hearing from people, you can build a lot on top of it. Horsepower wise, I'm probably sitting around 395. 0 to 60, I think it's 11.5. You know, but like I said, I'm not looking for numbers like that. I just read up on it. But if you build it right, it's got the capability of running with a scat pack, you know. So to me, why would I go spend the money to buy a scat pack when I can just build it right here, you know? But that's not what I plan on doing. I did carbon fiber, you know, throughout everything. That's all carbon fiber.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, attention to detail.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing stuff. Car dinged up? Don't worry, there's help.
Hey, this is Tori of Cajunhotrod and Collision. Come see us for any of your bodywork, restoration, or custom paint needs. If you've been in an insurance accident, we deal with any insurance company on any claims. We have the tools here to color match your vehicle back to pre-collision condition. Any maker, model, foreign or domestic, we'll take care of you.
Cajun Hot Rod and Collision in Baldwin. Small town shop, big time care.
It had nothing in here. Like I said, all the dash panel, like I said, you see carbon fiber all throughout here. Anywhere that I could see where it could come out at you, that's what I said. I came in here and I looked at it, because when I bought it, it was just black. It had a few little red accents in here, but I didn't, like I said, I didn't go overboard with the carbon fiber. You know, I looked at other cars, and I knew, whenever I looked at it, I knew exactly what I wanted to put in here. And like I said, it's where I have it right now. It's where it's going to stay. I mean, I don't need to do any more to it, carbon fiber wise. The Hot Wheels logos, that did not cut, you know, like I said, that was emblems that were sitting at my house. Instead of it sitting, I ended up, you know, sticking them on the doors. Same thing here. I mean, but those Hot Wheels, you'd be surprised. The kids, when that's what attracts them. When you see the doors come open, they see the Hot Wheels logo, you know. But yeah, it's like I said, man, it's just my blessing. I mean, I love it. So Brian, while we're in here, I mean, we've been talking about, but we haven't started it.
Well, I think we should.
Okay.
I think there's a law that we'd be breaking if we don't start it.
I think everybody wants that. So.
So I know this is a mission for you, and which is amazing. But that being said, we're dudes. So you've got to feel a sense of cool when you're cruising around in this Challenger, man.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but I don't let the ego side come out. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. It feels good to when you're riding and people give you that thumbs up. So yeah, it's just that feeling. Like I'm going down the interstate. Matter of fact, I left a car show last weekend, and this guy in a Z71, it was two young guys, man. They get on the side, they got the windows down, and they're doing like this, and they want to hear it, man. And I get on it, and they're like giving me these thumbs up. That's the stuff that makes me feel good, you know. And they weren't trying to drag race; they just wanted to hear the car, you know. And but like I said, man, I respect it. You know, it's an automobile, but every now and then, the fastest I've done in it is 120 miles an hour. And you can get up to 100 in these cars, man, and you don't even feel it, you know. But like I said, I really enjoy driving it. It's therapy for me. It's a safe place, you know. I do a lot of thinking, you know. We all have these places that, you know, that we like to spend time, and when I get in here, it's like everything goes away, you know. But like I was saying earlier, it's not an idol. You know, this car is not going to take God's place. It's not going to take my wife's place, you know. But it's a part of me, you know. But hang on, Brian. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Brian.
All right.
I don't do this too often, Brian.
All right. So I'm special in this.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Brian.
All right. I think I just felt some G's.
Yeah. I got to do that every now and then, you know. You have to. One thing I did, what I've heard people say, you can't baby them too much. You have it's a performance car, so you have to. I guess what's that saying? Blow the guts out of them every now and then. So that's what I did. I kind of like just blew it out.
Troy, thank you so much for showing off your Hot Wheels car, man. It's been a blessing.
It's been a pleasure, Brian. I love what you do, man. You really making an impact on all. And what I like about what you do, you take everybody's cars. You just don't stick just to one car. You go for all of them, man. And I really.
Hey, man, if it's got wheels and it burns fuel, or heck, for that matter, even electricity, you know, I've said this in the beginning. This is not always about the car. It's about the people like you. It's the stories about the people and the love that they have for their ride and how they share it with others.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Brian. It was a pleasure, man. And if I could, I'd do it again with you.
Well, I appreciate that. And we also appreciate our sponsors, Vicari Auction, VicariAuction.com. Go to the Jefferson Highway in Baton Rouge and check out Trent and the gang at Goodwood Hardware and Outdoors. Crystal with Legacy Classic Insurance. Look them up on Facebook and online. They will help you insure your ride, and it'll be a great price. Also in St. Mary Parish, check out Tori at Cajun Hot Rod and Collision. In case you're getting a little fender bender, he can help you out. Does insurance work too. And also Chick's Burgers. Some great burgers in St. Mary Parish. And thank you for watching. Check us out at CajunClassicCarsTV.com.